labor so that we can curb the rise of COVID-19. I'm sure you can now see the presidential motorcade come in and to go through the street guard mounted by the police force, and thereafter the president shall be received by the officials, the leadership of the Parliament of Uganda. Those sounds of the bugles from the Uganda Police Force and the street guard are a form of guard of honor. This is a street guard mounted by the Uganda Police Force. So distinguished guests, allow me to formally inform you that we have been joined by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Museveni, accompanied by the First Lady, Mama Janet Museveni, and they're being received by officials from Parliament, led by the Right Honourable Speaker, the Right Honourable Anita Anetamong, the Right Honourable Deputy Speaker, the Right Honourable Thomas Taylor, the Clerk of Parliament, and officials from Parliament. So His Excellency the President, waving to you. I'm sure this is your time to go back. Let's receive him in the African way with a good hand clap. The procession of Parliament shall now take over, and the proceedings of Parliament shall resume shortly as announced by the Right Honourable Speaker. Thank you very much.
have heard the speech by the minister. It is clear enough. I just want to introduce two words. One is waka, and those who speak our Acho language know that waka, wake means boasting. You boast. The Wajankore call it Okwesimilana. When you are on a beer party among the Wajankore, you can say, I have got more cows than all of you. You boast. And with the Wajankore, they just laugh. They don't take offense. Because they also want to be rich like you. But I'm told that among the Achoris, they may spear you. That if you wake, they may spear you. But since I'm a bit far from Ugurak and Wake here, and the other one is Poko Marom. Poko Marom. That is Okugabula Bulungi. To distribute food well or fairly. In Acholi, we call it Poko Marom. In 2000 by 2005 and 6, the country was getting into a problem. Our people in finance, without consultation, had agreed with the donors that all the government revenue should go for expenditure of running the country. Salaries and so on. And that what they call recurrent expenditure. And that the development budget will only be supported by the donors. I didn't know this. They didn't consult me, but that's what they had agreed. And you remember by 2005, we had a big shortage of electricity. That's when load shedding started. After the elections, 2006, I called a conference of the cabinet, but also the NRM caucus. And I said, you people, I cannot accept this. We must budget for both the recurrent and the development budget. And we agreed. That's when we put more money on the roads and more money on electricity, apart from whatever we are putting on education and health and water. Now, I was checking the results of that decision, which was Poko Marom. If you go on the roads, I have the whole list here. Kapchorwa Swamp, there was government funding there, together with some other funds. Bulima Kaboya, government funding there with others. Nyakaishta Kazo, government funding with others. Bumbovi Rohaha, government funding. Chigumba Bulima, government funding. Rukunjiri Chihi, government funding with others. Masaka Bukakata, government funding with others. Hoima Butiaba Wanseko, government spending with some other other groups. Buhimbanarweyo, Bolamayivo, and so on, government spending with others. Masind Park, Parabrisa, government funding with others. Hoha, Nyairongo, Charusesa, Butore, Kabare, Kizaramfumbi, government funding with others. Atiak, Laropi, government funding with others. Kampala Northern Bypass, government funding with others. Kampala Gayaza Ziroway, government funding alone, nobody else, just government money. Matugasemuto, government funding alone. Busega Mtiana, government funding, government of Uganda funding alone. Busega Mtiana too, government funding, government of Uganda alone. Fort Portal Bunduwijo, government of Uganda alone. Ishaka Kagamba, government of Uganda alone. Mubende Kakumiro Kagadi, government of Uganda alone. Ruaha, government of Uganda alone. Moroto, Axim, government of Uganda alone. Sorot Katakwi, government of Uganda alone. Rushwere, that's near my home, government of Uganda alone. Kashenyi Mitoma, Kitabi, government of Uganda alone. Kitara Gerenge, government of Uganda alone. Mbarra Municipality Roads, government of Uganda alone. Mpigi Town Roads, government of Uganda alone. Chira Matuga, government of Uganda alone. This one is ongoing. Moroto Roktenyara, government of Uganda alone. Entebbe Hospital, Entebbe Pediatric Hospital, government of Uganda alone. Chirama Tuga, government of Uganda alone. Najanankumbi Busawala, government of Uganda alone. And so on. The list is so long. I will send this list to the honorable MPs so that you can see. This was now new construction, constructing new roads or constructing old ones. But there is rehabilitation. Mitiana Mbende, government of Uganda alone. Katunguru Kasese, Government of Uganda loan. Soroti Dokoro, Lira Kamdin, World Bank and Government of Uganda. Tororo Mbare Soroti, World Bank, Government of Uganda. Masaka Town, Government of Uganda loan. Rehabilitation of Budo Roads, Government of Uganda loan. Namu Sisironko Muyembe, Government of Uganda loan. And so on. I will send you this document. Rehabilitation of Nakalama, Tirinyi Mbare, Government of Uganda loan. Fort Potro Hima, Government of Uganda loan. Mukono Karagi Kayunga Bukoloto Njeru, Government of Uganda loan. Nansa Nabusunju, Government of Uganda loan. Ishaka Katunguru, Government of Uganda loan. Hima Katunguru, Government of Uganda loan. Chenjojo Fort Potro, Government of Uganda loan. Sungira Hill, something, Government of Uganda loan. Bundubujo Nyauka, Government of Uganda loan. Mvara Idiofe, this is Narua, Government of Uganda loan. Iganga Kariro, Government of Uganda loan. Okwachi Nebi, Government of Uganda loan. Kamdin Gulu, Government of Uganda loan. Chiriandongo Karuma Kamdin, Government of Uganda loan. Jinja Kamuri, Government of Uganda loan. Mbare Soroti, Government of Uganda loan. Tororo Mbare, Government of Uganda loan. Kawempe Kafu, Chiriandongo, Government of Uganda loan, and so on. This is now the roads. Coming out of that decision of 2006, where we said we must have our own money to deal with the development budget. On the side of electricity, the same. Hoima Chinyara, there are many other projects, geothermal resources, Energy Investment Fund. There are so many other programs here of the petroleum. So many projects, nuclear energy, and so on. But I just want the lines which people can easily see. Mbara Nkenda, Tororia, Government of Uganda with some other people, some project here, abbreviation, industrial parks, Government of Uganda with some other people, Opuyo, Moroto, Government of Uganda with some other people, Kampala and Entebbe, Government of Uganda with some other people, Karuma, because this Karuma and Isimba we contributed, it was the Government of Uganda and China. Muzizi, Government of Uganda with some other people. Nyagak, Government of Uganda with some other people. So many of them. Oh, I will send you the whole list. So, the point I'm making here is that the Poko, Marong, the Okugabro Bulungi, this money has made so much impact. And on the area of science and technology, we have built the Chira motors. We are working on putting a satellite in space with our own money. The pathogen economy, the vaccines, which I hear you attacking Museveni about, I will come back and defend Museveni and people will hide somewhere. Because God fortunately gave me my voice. I can talk, you can talk, but I can also talk. The human vaccines, the anti-tick vaccine, the foot and mouth and swine fever vaccine, Covidex, digital, electronics and automation, all these are funded by the government of Uganda, either wholly or partially. So this shows you, that's why I thought I should Wake. Is it Wake? I thought I should come here and really boast. So you see, didn't I tell you? And because of these measures, you had in the speech of the minister saying that the GDP per capita is now 1,046. This is what I have told you here the other day. But he did not come out to clearly say that we have now entered the entrance of the middle income. I don't know what he feared. I don't know whether he feared that we may enter in the entrance and then go back. I don't know what he feared. Go back out of the entrance. But I don't see how we shall go back from the entrance, because the entry point is 1,000. Some say 36. Some say 39. These people can tell you the exact figure. So these steps are a result of the deliberate, as the minister said in his speech, are a result of deliberate steps. Some of the deliberate steps we take, but others, we don't take them and waste a lot of time. If I had not insisted in 2006 to put this man on the roads, I don't know where Uganda would be, and electricity. I remember, for instance, the line from Konakilak to Patongo to Karongo and maybe Abim. The Swedish had promised us to do it. But last minute they said, no, we can't do it because there is war, there is what? That's when we said, no, we shall use our own money and do it. And we did not only take the line to Patongo and Kalongo and Abim, but we went even further to the Lamos and so on. So therefore, I really want to advise the political leaders to know that Poko Marom has positive consequences. Now, in my up-country tour, I've discovered one problem which I've been talking about, but not insisting, because that's my way of working. I don't want to force people to do what I think. I would rather persuade them. Just the other day we were in Moroto, and we were looking at the UBOS figures. The primary 7 completion rate in the whole of Uganda apparently is 38%. The children who go into the primary school and finish P7 are only 38 out of 100, which means that 62 go back to the village. They don't finish P7. And in the case of Karamoja, we found it was only 6 children out of 100 who finished primary 7. And you remember during the elections, I was talking about it. Because when we introduced UPE in 1997, the idea was everybody to go to school, universal education. Universal primary school education. And the reason why these children drop out is because of the school charges. I've been telling you about this so many times, begging, talking, as if I want people to come and work on my farm or do me a favor. So now this is a big problem for the country. To find that children, and you can see it in the elections, I was talking about it. In the primary school, the enrollment is 10 million something, 10 point something, almost 11. But in the secondary schools, only 2 million. Where have the other 8 gone? Of course, in the 10 million, it did not come out that many of them drop out. Of course, many of them drop out. They don't go to the secondary school. So therefore, I call on the political class, especially the NRM people, to say no. We must budget for free and even compulsory primary school education. We budget for it and we stop these teachers greedy for money, collecting money from these children in government schools. This is what I wanted from the beginning, but I can't do it alone. Uganda doesn't belong to me. From 1997, this was my wish. When we introduced UPE, the idea was everybody should finish secondary education. So we should not be talking of 2 million children in the secondary school, we should be talking of 10 million in the secondary school, because secondary school years are S1 to S6, 6 years, they're almost the same as P1 to P7. So why should you have 10 million, almost 11 million in primary and only 2 million in secondary? Where have the others gone? So we may not do it this year because this budget is now finished, but in the next financial, 1 or 2 financial years, we should really work and insist on free and compulsory primary, maybe even with secondary education, and stop all these pharaohs who are looking for money through education. Get out, go in the primary school, private schools and look for money there, not in the government ones. This is disgusting. Sending children out of school because they are looking for money, for allowances, for what? It's really disgusting. Now, the other big issue, because people talk of problems, but me, I really, many of them, I'm used to problems. And when I see what you call problems, I say, Bambi, these ones don't know what problems look like. I feel very sorry. But for me, the real problem for Uganda and Africa is lack of food. If there is no food, no mhogo. When I say food, I mean mhogo. I mean bananas. I mean akalo. If the akalo was not there, I don't know what I would do. I mean maize. Maize is important for kaunga, for animal feeds, for fish meals, beans, of course, milk, amate munange, beef. These are the ones that I would not sleep if we had none or very little of these. Of course, sugar and other things. If spaghetti doesn't come, those who eat spaghetti, I don't know how they do it. You try to put it in their mouth, it is refusing coming. Why don't you do enogo? You know enogo? Enoga. When Mnyankore gets a piece of karo and does like this and puts a hole. What do they call it in Luo? This one, Omona is a former Luo. He doesn't know anything. Somebody help me, please. I'm behaving unparliamentary. Very sorry, very sorry. In Parliament, they don't really say. I will find out and tell you next time. So, as long as Uganda is producing enough food, there is no problem we cannot solve. But the danger to the food is number one, some laziness. This 39% of the homes who want to, under parish model, to say, please join the money economy and produce for the stomach and for the pocket. But the other danger can be lack of rain or unreliable rain. So that's why in our budgeting, there is now something about irrigation. But in the future budgets, I would like us to do more for the irrigation so that we stabilize agriculture. There is no possibility of shortage of food, even if the rain has got some erraticness. But irrigation means water. So we go to the environment. So please, all of us must tell these people, especially the ones, the old problem of the wetlands, which was created by the British, was in Busoga and in Bukedi and in Kigezi, where they misled our people to go in the wetlands, thinking that that is a good thing to do. These ones, I have a program to get them out by compensating them because they were misled. They didn't do it themselves, they were misled by the government. But in the other areas, the people who are going to the wetlands are going there by themselves and against our appeals. And I demand that all these people get out of the wetlands unconditionally. We don't have to negotiate because they knew it was not right. They insist. Even here in Kampala, I see some of them encouraging a little bit in Rubiji swamp and these other swamps. So therefore, once we bring back our water, because 20% of Uganda is under fresh water, we are so lucky. Then we shall be able to irrigate easily and have a secure agriculture, and that can give us problems to solve other problems. If there is a shortage of cooking oil from Malaysia, we can easily replace it. In fact, people have come up. Very soon we shall be exporting that cooking oil instead of importing from Malaysia. So many people are involved with sunflower, with simsim, with palm oil. Very soon you will see that Uganda will be a big exporter. The only problem we may not easily solve is the problem of wheat, because we don't have, in Kapchora they try to grow wheat, but I don't think the land is enough. I will talk with the people of agriculture whether wheat needs cold climate or what. That I have never really bothered with wheat myself. I've never studied it. Then on petroleum, is the petroleum, as you know. But of course, even when we have our own petroleum, the price, we cannot undersell our petroleum. It will have to be at par with the world price minus transport. So yes, it somehow deals with it, but not entirely. With fuel, we may have to. I think the real answer to expensive petroleum is rail transport. If we repair our railway to Pakwach, like the minister is saying, and we transport many of the things on the railway, then the demand for fuel, for petrol will go down, and diesel, at least for cargo. And later on with Kasese, that is the real answer to the problem of high petroleum prices. So I congratulate the minister, but I'm glad you have not killed me when I have wake. I have boasted a bit about the achievements of the NRM. Okay, similar. Didn't I tell you? Don't you see how much better off we are? Apoyo Rubanga.